Hey guys, Kenneth here from Keller Williams Realty here with another real estate investing video. This time I want to tell you about 7 different ways you can make money in real estate. So all this information comes from this book here, Gary Keller's Millionaire Real Estate Investor book. Really good stuff. I want to tell you about that. So first thing is first, it's called finding and referring. Okay, so that means if you find a property either on or off market and you introduce an investor into it, oftentimes they'd be willing to pay you a finder's fee. Now, as you can imagine, the fee probably won't be that high, but at least it's a little bit of something and you didn't have to put any cash out there. So that's a good way to do it. So always look in the market. Number 2 would be controlling and assigning. Oops, let's see, get in focus there. There we go. Controlling and assigning. Now, these are a little bit difficult to come across. I mean, really you're flipping the paper and not the actual property. And I caution you because for tax purposes, you'd be paying business tax, not capital gains tax. I mean, talk to your accountant about that, but you know, it's a great way to make some money with minimal down. So all you do is you put some money down towards securing the property, getting into contract, putting maybe a long close, and then finding another buyer that would be willing to pay more than what you paid for it. Not a bad option. I've done that once before and it was pretty awesome. Actually a few times, but it was awesome. Another one, buy and sell. Okay, so you buy the property and right away you close on it and then you can flip it out for a little bit more money as well too. Now, again, it's a little bit difficult to make money on that, especially with all the high closing costs, like land transfer taxes and selling costs, lawyer fees, all that. So there'd have to be a lot of value in there to make it. So again, another one to do is buy, improve, and sell, commonly known as the fix and flip. I'm doing one of these myself. It's not a bad way to make money. You buy it, close in it, fix it, flip it, and try to profit within 6 months, maybe a year. Again, this is I would say these 4 strategies that we just talked about. So buy, sell, improve, buy and sell, control and assign, and also the find and refer is the best way to kind of just get cash quickly, to build your cash. But the real way to make money is when you grow your equity. Okay, so here's another option. It's a little bit creative. It's called the lease option. All right, so maybe you potentially you have a property that you already have and you're giving it to somebody like a tenant, and maybe they're trying to fix their credit. You kind of offer them a lease to own scenario, anywhere from 2 to 5 years, as to say. So they pay you. Often, sometimes it can be higher than market rent, so you're getting some good cash flow there. You're also building equity because you're holding the property, obviously, and then you sell it to them at a predetermined price. Now, it could be a win-win depending on the situation, but it's a good way to kind of make some money there, right? Like, yeah, you can get kind of really creative in that. So you have to get really creative. Here's my favorite: buy and hold. So this is what I'm doing with all the pre-construction condos. The reason why I bought a lot of them, and I think it makes it easy for the everyday investor, is because you can take that money out of your equity of your home, let's just say, or savings. You have staggered deposits. Over a 2-year period, you'd be paying a certain amount every single payment, maybe $30,000 or $40,000 per payment, until you hit your deposits, your 20% down. Then after that, you kind of wait for the building to be built, typically about 4 to 5 years. The market typically will rise, and then at that point you get your mortgage, and then you kind of just hold on it, right? Put a tenant in there, hold, hold, don't ever sell. Take a line of credit out if you want to. Like, if you're kind of getting lost, just look at my last video on how I'll point that to you next. Anyway, but buy and hold, I think, is my favorite strategy. It just kind of 5 years flies by so fast, you don't even notice it. So also, the one to create real value is to buy, improve, and hold. Right? So same kind of idea. You buy it, put some money into renovations, and then you can hold on to it, get a tenant in there, maybe improve it some more, and then do that. So this also includes buying a piece of property, a piece of land, let's say, or even a building, and putting more intensification to it. So more density, creating more floors, maybe getting some rezoning to do that. Something that's 1 floor right now, and then you add 2 more floors to it, that's 3 times the amount of space that you have. That also is amazing too. So this also can get very creative and also needs a lot of expertise as well too, but is probably the best way to make money. So there you have it, 7 ways to make money in real estate. If you want to talk a little bit more, give me a shout. Oh yeah, and if you like what you see, don't forget to click on subscribe or check out our last videos that we just did. Thank you.